Hello everyone, Heather here in Trading Rebels, and I want to talk very quickly about two trades that I entered on Friday. And I entered them as day trades. They ended up becoming swing trades, and here's a nice little life lesson. I ended up holding on to them because became distracted at the end of the day. Actually, a phone call came in. It was very important. I had to take it. It was very unplanned, but I had to take that, and I ended up missing the close. So I ended up holding my day trades as swing trades. But let me talk about the chart, why I got in, and maybe you wouldn't have had the same opinion about holding it or not holding it because it was a day trade. This actually worked out for me, but it's so important to know that if you are looking at a day trade, whenever I enter a day trade, I have to like it for a swing. Okay, that's it. I have to like it for the swing because these things happen where you just get distracted and all of a sudden you're holding on to something that you can't get out of because the market's closed. So that's kind of a really good rule. That being said, sometimes you still decide, well, I don't want to take this over the weekend because I just don't like the idea of that extra risk, or maybe I'm a little overextended, or maybe I'm too tech heavy or too sector heavy. It doesn't have to be tech. So those are all things to take into account when you take a trade and then deciding how long you want to hold that trade. Okay, let's get over here to Microsoft. There will be a second video for NVIDIA on this as well because I ended up holding both of those. So here we are Thursday. We came back in, tapped that 20, pushed up beautifully. Engulfing candle, we ate up 1, 2, 3, 4 days of price action on Thursday. Came in on Friday, gapped up a bit, and just took off. I mean, we really put in a nice high there at 305 and held in most of the day. It actually turned out to be a very boring trade just because we got in and then it just kind of slid across the day. So didn't really do much. This morning it is down about 303.85 at the moment. So a little bit down here inside the top of this candle still, and looking for the move back up through and test that high. Now, will we get it? We may not get it. So holding it could have been a mistake, but Microsoft is still very strong and was very strong, in comparison to the market as well. Right, we look at the market, we moved up in the SPY, but we didn't take the same kind of dip. Like in the SPY, we took a really hefty dip here and then came in Thursday and bought it back up. Microsoft, although it took a little bit of a dip, it didn't crack the 8 until we opened up Thursday morning, and then we just ran anyway. So a little bit relatively, I thought Microsoft was a nice strong chart here. So I went ahead and took that during the day, and then I am now swinging this trade. I entered the 917 Microsoft 305s, and I entered those at 688. So during the day, it looked very nice. The hourly looked very productive here. We came up, put in this flagpole, and nice little flag here. And then if we look at it on the intraday from Friday, this is what we did. We climbed up and then we just held in. Didn't really do anything exciting for the rest of the day. So I was very comfortable holding this, even though we are seeing that little bit of a pullback this morning. It could certainly use a rest. Remember that charts breathe. They don't just go straight up or straight down. They like to breathe, and this one's taking a little bit of a breath after climbing this very nice little mountain. All right, so I will be watching this because it does have a little bit shorter expiration. I will update as the day goes along, see if we get that reversal in it, and kind of keep a good eye on the volatility in it and the decay. As of right now, these still look fine. The decay is not out of line with the time to expiration, so keep that in mind. So it still looks fine for me, but I will assess this. I want this candle, the daily candle, pre-market, we're on the downside of the candle. During the day, I want to see that reversal and move back up in order to hold on to this. So that is my thought here with Microsoft. If you have any questions, always reach out, Heather C at GivingTreeTrading.com.